Hi dear all, welcome to the session on collections in Java, and we are going to see some of the uh, aspects in case of more utility classes. Okay, so just we are having various example friends. I want to talk about string tokenizer and as well as the scanner, random utility, and as well as the stack. Okay, and thereafter we'll see some date, calendar, all these kind of utility classes. And if you are referencing the first one, utility stack, so just to observe friends here, we are making use of utility package, and I'm creating utility stack kind of thing in the main function. Just I'm directly making use of this stack. Okay, so I'm pushing 5 elements, and as well as I'm taking the enumeration so as to verify how many elements are there, and I want to roll out these particular elements with the help of the next element. And thereafter we I'm making use of this pop, so which is pushing is for the adding of the elements. Pop is nothing but for the removal of the element in the stack. And after popping the elements from the stack, I want to print out those elements with the help of the enumeration, like whether I'm having the elements in the stack or next elements is present or not. Okay, so now let us run this particular code. So just have a look on this. We are having 1 2 3 4 5 elements already pushed, and after popping of one element, okay, so this 5 got popped out. Okay, so and if you are running one more kind of thing, so just if you are referencing st dot pop again. Okay, so just if you are making use of this particular convention, so after creation of these things, if I want to remove multiple elements simultaneously, that is possible after popping one more element. Okay, so that it all depends. If you are requiring only one element deletion or multiple elements, then you can make use of the pop multiple times. Okay, and coming to the next one, what is the advantage of the string tokenizer, friends? String tokenizer won't consider any I mean so even though it is string, or even though it is some kind of the characters where that string tokenizer is not. So in the discussion of the string tokenizer, we have seen some of the methods like has more tokens, so next token, like that. So if you are having more tokens, just in this declaration, friends, I am making use of string tokenizer, created one object, and within this I have sent one I have given one kind of message here: data science is new skill. And just I am pushing this particular another line: ruling industry. Okay, so uh, after execution of this particular thing, it is going to observe how many tokens were there. It treats these particular things as a common. It won't mind whether this is a text or any literal or whatever the things. Okay, and has more tokens. Until I am not getting any token, I need to output this particular next token. And similarly, after printing this particular thing, I want to print the this kind of formatting string. And then as a second thing, a second object for the string tokenizer, so just it is used it used R and Python with ML. Okay, that is one more line. And if it is having more tokens, then I want to print out that particular thing. And as a third one, so just we are making use of multiple special characters and all these things, friends. Learn algorithm with ML. And just like, okay, just we are giving even keywords also within this string. Okay, and once this particular thing is over, then I want to print all these particular characters with the help of the has more token or next token. So this is example only, just where we have taken some three different objects, and all these three different objects are having different messages with us, and we are trying to print out all these kind of the tokens. Let us run this. Okay, so what happened, you see here, friends. Okay, in the first one, so just it is that time while discussing these particular thing, if any space is there, then it treats the next coming thing as another character. So data science is new skill, ruling industry, up to that one token. Okay, and coming to the next one, it used R and Python, because we have mentioned these particular things with ML. Okay, next thing. And thereafter, so learn all these things, learn algorithms with ML. So likewise it is going to split the appropriate things related to our requirement, friends. Okay, so the string tokenizer fundamentally allows us to so as to tokenize the appropriate strings. And if you are referencing the random utility, generation of the random numbers, friends, while some projects, in case of the regression, or if you want to implement some kind of the machine learnings, in that case, if I want to check my accuracy of the algorithm, in that case I can make use of the random generation of the input data. So for that purpose we are using the random and instantiation. So just next boolean, next double, next float, next int, and like that you can mention whatever the value you want to generate, maybe boolean number, something like that. Okay, run this. Okay, so accordingly just I can next boolean true, and next double, this is the element, and next float, and next integer, and as well as next integer within the limit of 20, it has given 3. Okay, again if you are running, maybe you may not get the same kind of the outcome. Reason is this time false, another number, another, and earlier we got 3, now we got 13. Okay, so likewise you can perform various aspects of this particular tokenizer class, I mean random utility class, friends. And some other classes I designed, like date. Okay, let us see the date utility, friends. Here I want to print the date in a specified format. Okay, so just I have taken this date. Okay, and now convert the date to the string format and simple date format. So just I'm using date, month, year, and as well as hour, minute, and seconds. So while receiving the applications, if I want to give priority for the newly the persons who sent earlier, okay, the application, so in that case this kind of the formats are very helpful. And next, so similarly another kind of the format, so just we are taken two kinds of the date formats here. So just I am making use of these particular conventions. Okay, and I want to print this particular thing in the different shade. Okay, so hours, minutes, and as well as the second kind of things. So let us run this particular thing. Now in the first case, just whatever the date I'm having, current date has printed. And in the second case, just we had given one date, and it is taking, so whether the which month, which day, all these things has taken from this particular mentioned date. Okay, so as per the requirement, friends, according to your requirement, you can give the date format, and the accordingly the given data can be converted into the appropriate format. Okay, so this is another example for the utility class. So likewise many ways you can implement this utility kind of the classes. And one more important thing is the bit set example. This is also one more utility class in Java. So if you are referencing the bit set, we have created 3 sets of the bit sets here, friends. Okay, so bit set A, bit set B, and as well as bit set C. Okay, and in bit set A, I have given some numbers 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of thing, and I want to identify the set of these numbers. I don't want to repeat the numbers. Okay, 1 comma 5, all those things. And I want to clone bit set A with clone of bit set A into bit set C. So like that, making use of all the elements which are there in bit set A to bit set C. And in the discussion of that bit set, we have seen and, or, and as well as the not and XR bits. Okay, so how we can perform or operation, friends. True true means true, and true false means false in case of the end. So how the bitwise can be performed, the same kind of the things can be observed with respect to this bit set. Okay, so the creation of bit set is quite simple, friends. Just we are as that of array list and linked list kind of collections we have created now, same kind of thing you can make use with respect to bit set also. Let us run this. So here we have created bit set A 2 3 4 5, and bit set B with 1 2 3 4, and thereafter C 2 3 4 5. Accordingly, whatever the numbers we had given, like that we have taken. And bit set A and bit set B, the combination. Okay, it is observing R. Okay, so based on these particular conventions, R of bit set A and bit set B, so it is taken both the thing. It is taking both the bit set A values and B values. Not, okay, which are now bit set A and not bit set B, no elements were there, so it returned null. XR operation, between bitset A, bitset C, and as well as bitset B. So these are all according to your requirement only, you can make use of these particular utilities, friends. Okay, so this is what how you can able to handle various utility classes we have seen string tokenizer, and as well as the random, okay, and stack, and thereafter bit set. Likewise, some of the aspects we have seen related to utility package. Okay, so that's all for today's session, friends. Thank you.